And family. 4-Star offers a wide variety of pizzas, wings, subs, salads, and more. 4-Star has expanded delivery with a $7 minimum. The pitch coming to Lincoln. He gets popped in the backfield. Tim Hodel. Wow, he and Corey Garver right now are the two stalwarts for defense on Fort Hill.
And you're going to see it right in your face. They just missed him, didn't get out in time to guard, and that's just a great hit by Tim Hodel.
And we have come to the end of quarter number 1. Homecoming 2004, Fort Hill 7, and Allegheny nothing.
Looking for a faster way to fill your prescriptions? Come to the Medicine Shop on Old Town Road, where you can have your prescriptions filled while in your car with the Medicine Shop's drive-through service. The Medicine Shop will fill your prescriptions promptly and carefully, plus answer all of your questions. The Medicine Shop on Old Town Road. Convenient parking, plus a drive-through service. The Medicine Shop Pharmacy. 100% pure pharmacy.
JJ's and Sons. Serving the Cumberland area since 1981. JJ's introduced Cumberland to the Buffalo-style wing. And JJ's famous made fresh to order wings are still the best. JJ's fresh dough pizza is made with a blend of 5 different cheeses and a greater quantity of toppings. We take care and have pride in every pizza we make. For carry-out or delivery, call JJ's and Sons today.
The freshest flowers in town are at Flowerland on Virginia Avenue. Flowerland delivers worldwide with FTD and Teleflora. You'll find unique gifts and floral arrangements prepared by Flowerland's expert designers. There's something for everyone. Stop by Flowerland on Virginia Avenue or call them at 301-724-5577.
We're here at the end of the first quarter. Our guest here at Homecoming is the Vice Principal at Allegheny, Heidi Loppert. Heidi, you've been through a lot of homecomings. You still enjoy today?
My 18th year at Allegheny and my 8th year as assistant principal, and each year brings on a lot of new traditions, and we also keep some of the old traditions. Great weather, great fans, great for Cumberland.
Thanks, Heidi, for being our guest.
You're welcome.
And a great pass, Brian Hansel.
That's right.
Catches a little slant at the 15-yard line, just inside of the 15.
And I can tell you from talking to Coach Barry Latimer this week, Toby, numerous times, Coach Latimer was very concerned with Allegheny's passing game. And if they can hit these kind of passes and keep their running game fluid, this might be a little better than most people thought. I think Allegheny fans thought they had a chance.
Right now, they are about 14 yards and change away from possibly tying this football game. 1st and 10, ball just inside of the Fort Hill 15-yard line. Fort Hill with the 7-0 lead. Just opening moments, quarter number 2, and O'Brien is stopped by a stone wall wearing number 42, Josh Root. Everything you want to know about the Western Maryland Health System is available online at www.wmhs.com. Whether you're looking for a new doctor or need directions to one of our locations, visit the Western Maryland Health System website anytime.
John, I think you have to give Allegheny staff credit. They have a great game plan, and, you know, Fort Hill's making adjustments, but, you know, when Sells throwing the ball this well in the game plan they have, they're doing a great job of keeping the Fort Hill defense off balance.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
They got to believe, Toby, they got to establish that fullback.
Confusion on the Fort Hill defense.
And the pitch coming to Files, and Root grabs a hold of him and drags him down by the shirt collar. Well, I'll tell you what, there might have been confusion, but I think he cleared it up in a heartbeat.
Well, and he knew it was coming. You could see him moving. Great anticipation by Josh Bruce. And once again, Hodel taking out 2 or 3 guys, taking up blockers, and that's the pursuit Todd was talking about. You got to have people coming from the inside.
And a little bit of emotion there. Of course, football, a very emotional game.
Yeah, this one tends to be.
Even a little bit more, John.
Gain of 1, make it 3rd and 9, and we have timeout on the field. 10:19 left to go before halftime. Fort Hill clinging to a 7-0 lead.
Paisano's Pizzeria and Italian Restaurant, 692 Green Street, is your neighborhood Italian restaurant featuring traditional oven-baked pizza, pasta specialties, strombolis, calzones, and more. Visit Paisano's for their daily lunch buffet, loaded with a variety of Paisano's specialties. Paisano's breads are made fresh daily. Enjoy the bottomless salad bar, free with any pasta specialties entree. Paisano's Pizzeria and Italian Restaurant, 692 Green Street, your neighborhood Italian restaurant.
At Rehab First, our primary mission is to develop programs that help each patient attain their functional goals and independence. Our experienced staff is committed to your recovery with individualized treatments designed with each patient's diagnosis in mind. All therapies are performed in a relaxed and friendly environment. Recently, Rehab First has added massage therapy to our list of patient services. Massage therapy is provided in a private setting by a certified massage therapist. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call Rehab First in Cumberland or Frostburg today.
Alrighty. On third.
There it is.
Sell the
There
throw.
it is. There
Slant.
it is.
Touchdown, Allegheny. Vincent.
I got to tell you, John, Toby called that one. Toby called that one. He called the slant immediately when they come out in that pattern. Nobody in center field for Fort Hill. Vincent and Frediska locked up one-on-one, and a great ball by Sell, Toby.
Yeah, and you could see it. Fort Hill safety was on the other side of the field. They widened out that corner. You could see Frediska's technique out there. He was giving in the middle of the field. It was wide open, but give Allegheny credit. Sell made a great throw. Vincent made a great catch, and they are kicking, Todd. I'm surprised.
Link for the extra point, and it is good.
That's a shocker to me.
Stop by Hartley's before and after the game. Check out Hartley's special, a champ pizza with cheese, or for only $7.99. Hartley's, a pizza place by the park. We're tied 7-up.
Enjoy the fun at Mr. Bob's Billiards, home of the Allegheny County High School Pool League. Every high school student plays free. Mr. Bob's has 12 professional 9-foot tables and 9 7-foot tables. After finishing your game of pool, try one of Mr. Bob's arcade games in the largest game room in Allegheny County. Mr. Bob's Kitchen is now open, serving great food, including shrimp, chicken tenders, and fries. Play pool in the dark with the area's only blacklight pool table with resin balls. Mr. Bob sells new cues, cases, and billiard accessories. Mr. Bob's Billiards, fun for all ages in alcohol and drug-free environment.
Introducing the latest addition to Arby's line of Market Fresh salads, the new Chicken Club Salad. With fresh field greens, crispy chicken, hard-boiled eggs, pepper bacon, shredded cheddar, and served with a creamy buttermilk ranch. It's just like the salads you get at one of those nice sit-down restaurants, except for one thing. You don't need a reservation. All you need is your appetite. Arby's new Market Fresh Chicken Club Salad, special introductory price just $3.99.
Donovan Vinson's 10th touchdown pass, and a short kickoff by Link is taken by Hodell. Hodell gets rammed, and I mean rammed full speed by Eric Shank as he reaches the 40-yard line, but still, fellas, Fort Hill, marvelous field position.
And John, going back to that last touchdown pass, Todd and I were talking in the break. Fort Hill had to be man-to-man. They moved Nathan Wilson over on the tight end on the wing side, on the right side of the Allegheny formation, and it had to be man-to-man all the way. That's how he got so wide open.
Come visit Beckman's Pharmacy at their new location, 686 Green Street between Paisanos and the Classic Car Wash. Beckman's has a new 24-hour drop-off box for prescriptions. Beckman's Pharmacy open 10 to 6 Monday through Friday and 10 to 1 Saturday. First and 10, this time Page will set up in the halfback position in the wing T set. And he'll get the call on the sweep. Tries to get to the outside, and I'll tell you who made the play on that is number 33, Logan Ryder. He did not let him get outside.
And I'll tell you what else. I said before the game, John, what Allegheny would do when Fort Hill scored. And I'll tell you what, Toby, first play anyway, they bucked up on defense, and Allegheny's got a game plan today. We knew they would, but it looks good offensively and defensively so far.
And he ran him right into the waiting arms of Kevin Diabaldo, did Ryder.
Well, they took the momentum away from Fort Hill. Let's face it, when you score first and you come back and the team comes back against you, Allegheny's riding a wave of momentum here, and Fort Hill needs to answer.
Giffen has to direct a little bit of traffic. Backs in the I tandem. And he'll give it to Page. Page tries to get to the outside. Page has a lane. Page still on his feet at the 40. One man to beat, and he comes up from the center field position to trip him up, and that's Hunter Files.
And talk about the X factor. You got Vincent on one side, you got Page on the other, and each coach is cringing every time they touch the ball. He's a step. He's a good cutback runner. He's a step from breaking it. Nice play here by Files.
Yes, it was.
Or it's a touchdown. And I tell you, Vincent and Page are just big-time players.
Become a member of the Fort Hill F Club. They support all activities at Fort Hill High School. 7-up, 9:07 left to go before halftime. A little trouble on the snap. They flip it out to Frediska. Frediska sheds Llewellyn. Frediska going to be close to the first down. He might have it at the 20-yard line.
Fort Hill fortunate on that. Giffen lost control of the ball, was still able to have the presence of mind, and that's what a senior will do. Here you see, he fumbles the ball in the staff and still able, watch the bobble here, folks. See him look down, and he still has the presence of mind, keeps his composure, and gets it out to Fadiska, who makes a nice move there on the Allegheny DB, Justin Llewellyn.
Rocky's Auto Service specializes in custom exhaust, computerized engine analysis, air conditioning service, and catalytic converters. Fort Hill driving into the Allegheny red zone after the Allegheny score. And this is Page. Page cuts back, and Page is put down by Tyler Wharton.
And again, they're just running the spread, Toby, and letting Kevin Page, as he's done all year, try to find a hole in Allegheny's defense.
Well, I tell you, the cutback is there. If you looked at that field open up, if Kevin comes back to the right side, that's where the hole is. Allegheny's doing a great job at the point of attack. What you worry about Page is he versus that field.
Over pursuit.
Call it 2nd and 7. This time Page will set up in the halfback to the near side. And the give is to Root, and Root spins through a hole. Root rumbles inside the 5, down to the 2, maybe the 1.
And the difference is here, as I said about Allegheny, Fort Hill is getting up inside, John, and their offense will be way more diverse when you can run Root up inside as opposed to what Allegheny's doing, staying on the corners. Fort Hill can do both, and it might be the difference.
Vincent and Files have to stop him just shy of the goal line. The Fort Hill football mothers would like to wish the seniors the best of luck in their final homecoming game. Go Big Red. Right now, Big Red is going 1st and goal from the 4-yard line.
Allegheny jumps to an 8-man front.
Backs in the I tandem. This is Page. Page follows Root. Page dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Fort Hill.
I tell you, we got a barn burner. Allegheny jumped in an 8-man front that time, and no linebackers, and Kevin saw a crease, and when he sees a crease, he's in the end zone. But you talk about Fort Hill answering. I tell you, both teams have answered and showed a lot of guts and determination, and we look like we have a barn burner on our hands. There's Fort Hill going in the end zone.
Porter's Pets and Ponds in Cresaptown has the largest selection of healthy saltwater and freshwater fish. Porter's professional and knowledgeable staff can assist you. Porter's has the lowest prices on Nutra, dog, and cat food.
And Todd, the longer this game is close, the kicking game becomes bigger and bigger.
Mallow on for the extra point. It's high, deep, and good. 7:29 left to go before halftime. Fort Hill regains the lead. It's the Sentinels 14, the Campers 7.
Southern States Cumberland, a farmer-owned cooperative supplying patrons with high-quality feed, seed, fertilizer, and petroleum for over 50 years. More than your local feed store, Southern States has birdseed and wildlife feed and supplies, lawn and garden supplies, and a large selection of pet food and pet supplies. Come into Southern States, 811 North Mechanic Street, Cumberland. More than your local feed store. Experience a Georgetown atmosphere while enjoying fine food and good friends at Oscar's in Cumberland. Oscar's eclectic menu satisfies everyone. Schedule Oscar's meeting and banquet room with seating up to 50 people. Want to bring Oscar's to your home? Oscar's delivers in the Cumberland area. Oscar's has a football after home game special. All you can eat wings and pizza for one low price. Visit Oscar's in Cumberland.
Kevin Page's 15th touchdown of the year, his 10th rushing touchdown, and Fort Hill is back out in front, 14-7. John Cunningham, Todd Eric, Toby Eric, the Three Musketeers high above Greenway Avenue Stadium, the 50-yard line. You're looking basically right over our shoulders. And it's a high kick that'll float down to Vincent at his own 8-yard line. And Vincent comes right up the middle and gets out to the 25. Discover the fun at Mr. Bob's Billiards. Mr. Bob's features the area's only glow-in-the-dark pool table with fluorescent balls. Mr. Bob's has the largest arcade in the area in a smoke, alcohol, and drug-free environment. Jordan Frediska and also Colby Logston on the tackle.
And here's the difference. Fort Hill's going to kick to Vincent. I don't think Allegheny's going to kick to Page, Toby. And there's a huge disparity in field position, as you see, John. Fort Hill had 45, 40-yard line both times inside Allegheny's territory once. Allegheny's sitting down here inside their 20 to 25-yard line. Allegheny's got to be perfect. Fort Hill has a little less room for error.
1st and 10, ball to 25, the pitch coming out to Files, and Corey Garber grabbed the hold of him and would not let go.
the Fort Hill defense is starting to adjust, and they're starting to pursue much better. Early in the game, they looked like they were a step slow. And as Todd said, I think the key for Allegheny, they got to be able to hit something inside. Here, look at all the red and white shirts. I mean, they're getting to the football. You got to keep them honest with something inside. And let's see if Allegheny can find something, whether it's with halfback or fullback. Just something inside to keep Fort Hill honest.
Dietrich's in the Vale. Great food at a great price. Eat in or take out. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Dietrich's La Vale is open 5:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Saturday and 12 to 7 on Sunday. It's a great place to stop before the game. Sell to throw, and it's incomplete. The pass was intended for Hansel. And let's see, do we have penalty markers? No, I don't see any.
Well, John, what I'm looking at is the matchups. That time, Kevin Page was on Vincent that time and played much tighter man-to-man defense. And that's interesting because earlier Frediska had been on him. Maybe it's the offensive set. That time it was a slot versus a split. So we'll have to see how that develops as the game goes on.
Incomplete brings up 3rd and 9 as Todd is trying to slay a Yellow Jacket in here.
He's not having much luck either.
And it's next to me.
Yeah, and we'll get stung.
All right, Fort Hill just a little bit on the defensive side. Sell a lot of time to throw. It's tipped and almost intercepted by Page. The pass was intended for Donovan Vincent.
And Allegheny, or excuse me, Fort Hill has switched the matchup. They got Page now on Vincent. And the thing about that, if you're Fort Hill, Vincent has the height advantage.
Height Roofing, commercial and industrial roofing. Best of luck, Fort Hill Sentinels. We are proud of you. Go Big Red.
Wow, that was a big possession, Toby.
Yeah.
You know, here Fort Hill's going to get great field position again, and Allegheny has not stopped them even close. So it could be 21-7 here very quickly.
Would you kill that thing and get it done with? Mash it. Do something. 4th down. And he gets a pretty good kick away that will drive Zembauer back, and he has to make almost an over-the-shoulder catch at his own 35. And here comes Zembauer to the near side. He's on the loose, and he is knocked out of bounds at the 40-yard line. And boy, was there a block on the backside.
There were a couple blocks, John, and they're the old snot lockers, if you will.
The decleaters.
Yeah, and here we'll see them, folks. You watch this block. Let's see if we can get a number right there. I mean, you talk about a great block. Here comes another one right there.
John Dickens.
There's another one. I mean, Fort Hill did a great job. Zembauer got to the wall and they're in 4-down territory.
Did you kill it?
We got it.
Okay. Yeah, he doesn't look too much alive. But Fort Hill looks alive.
Yes,
1st and 10. Ball at the Allegheny 40-yard line. We talked about football being a game of field position. Well, right now, Fort Hill they have the decided edge in the field position game. And they also have the lead, 14-7. Backs in the I tandem. Wide out to the top of the screen is Frediska. Play fake. Giffen rolls that way, and he flips it underneath to Garver. Garver at the 30, at the 25, and down to the 22.
And again, what people don't realize, I think, you know, Austin Sells gets a lot of publicity, and they've thrown the ball a great deal. But I'll tell you what, Brandon Giffen has been solid all year. That man right there catching the ball, Corey Garver, is a load. He gets out here on the corner, gets through Donovan Vincent. Well, not actually, but
he tripped him up.
Tripped him up. But this is huge right here, Toby. You know, Allegheny's got to stop Fort Hill here.
And he was wide open all the way on that play.
Well, Allegheny's got to sell out to the tailback and to the fullback. I mean, they've been running the ball. Fort Hill's been running the ball so well. So you know you got to commit at least 8 guys to the line of scrimmage. So those underneath passes are going to be open.
1st and 10. Fort Hill Sentinels, ball on the Allegheny 22-yard line. Garver comes in motion to the near side. Allegheny defense adjusts. This is Root. Root a big hole up the middle, and Root backs his way inside of the 15 before Hansel jumps on him.
And Fort Hill's got the key. Allegheny's shifting on the motion. Fort Hill's trapping on the backside.
First General Services for remodeling, home improvements, additions, and insurance repairs. With over 25 years experience, serving a 35-mile radius of Cumberland. Call now to schedule for spring. Putting you first keeps us first. Great crowd on the near side, where we are anyway, the old wooden side of Greenway Avenue Stadium. The Fort Hill faithful, Fort Hill Nation looks on. Ball inside of the Allegheny 15-yard line, and this is Page. Page is wrestled down just shy of the 10. Hansel, and also Tavon Staten with a few words.
Probably saying hello.
A little bit of encouragement.
You know, and that's a great thing about this game. They may be a word or two exchanged out there, but there's always good sportsmanship, and everybody's playing hard. And it's a great football game, great atmosphere. It doesn't get any better than this, folks.
And right now we have timeout on the field. 5:16 left to go before halftime. Fort Hill 14-7.
First Peoples is proud to offer our Fall Loan Blitz. Whether you need to purchase a new or used vehicle, winterize your home, consolidate debt, pay tuition, or take a vacation, we have the right loan at the right rate for you. So rush into First Peoples for great savings during our Fall Loan Blitz. Applying is a snap. Simply call our 24/7 loan connection, apply online at firstpeoples.com, or visit any convenient First Peoples location. First is a great place to be.
For any special occasion, fine dining, and great entertainment, visit the Holiday Inn of Cumberland. The ballroom provides ample meeting space along with delicious catered meals. Bring the family and join us in the dining room for a great dining experience. Harrigan's Lounge features weekly musical acts, 9 TVs for viewing your favorite sporting event, and stand-up comedy on scheduled weekends. When your out-of-town guests come to town, choose the Holiday Inn for their stay. For fine food and entertainment, it's the Holiday Inn of Cumberland.
All right, 1st and 10. And it looks like Fort Hill can make a first down without scoring, and that could be huge, just outside of the 10-yard line. Page and now Garver. And they almost went in motion at the same time. And this is Root. And Root loses the handle on the ball.
Allegheny's
and
got it,
Allegheny
Toby.
has it.
Wow. Turnovers is always a key.
With the football, number 52, Kevin Diabaldo, 5'10", 200-pound senior.
It's always a key, Toby.
And this is a big play for Allegheny. Give them credit. They make a play when they had to. Somebody ripped the ball out of Root's hands, and he was on his way. I tell you what, he was on his way well inside the 5-yard line until they ripped it out of his hand. So big play by Allegheny. Good opportunistic defense.
Huge play, John.
And the Campers take over. 1st and 10, ball on their own 6-yard line. And we talked about Fort Hill being a very opportunistic defense. Right now, you saw Allegheny.
And Fort Hill hasn't done that much this year, John, as you well know. That's a big play.
Let's see if Allegheny can dig out of this. There's still 5 minutes to go, so they need a first down if they're going to keep Fort Hill from getting great field position again.
Sell rolls to the far side, flips it high, and Stater, I should say, Vincent almost came down with a great play in front of 2 Fort Hill receivers. Matter of fact, there were 4 guys in that area.
Yeah, but you can't put 2 guys in one place, Toby. I'm not sure what Hansel was doing out there also. Personal Best Athletics is the only name brand athletic apparel store in the area, carrying Adidas, Nike, Reebok, and many more names of apparel and shoes. That's Personal Best LaVale, as you look over the shoulder of Tom Prescorn.
Well, it's interesting that Fort Hill's changed the matchup, putting Page on Vincent, but it's also interesting that presence of mind by Sell to throw the ball in the air so Vincent can use his jumping ability, because he's probably got 3 or 4, well, probably 4 or 5 inches at least on Kevin Page.
And Allegheny burns another timeout. 5:05 left to go before halftime. Fort Hill leads 14-7.
Stan's Auto Body is the place to bring your car when it starts looking a little rough around the edges. If you've had an accident or its age is starting to show, Stan's Auto Body can have your car looking like it's showroom new again. Stan's takes pride in the work they do, whether it's body work, glass replacement, or new paint you need. Stan's Auto Body always does a professional job. It's their business to have your vehicle looking good. Stan's Auto Body at 119 and 123 Roberts Street in Cumberland.
Let Final Touch Embroidery and Screen Printing fulfill your screen printing and embroidery needs. In-house art design, state-of-the-art computerized embroidery machines, and 6 color automated screen printing. Large and small jobs can be turned around quickly. Final Touch stocks Holloway varsity jackets for all local schools. Check out the great selection of Yupong Flex Fit hats. Final Touch is a Mossy Oak dealer. From screen printing and embroidery to that great apparel item, get in touch with Final Touch today.
2nd and 10, ball at the Allegheny 6-yard line. Allegheny came up with a huge turnover to thwart the Fort Hill scoring drive. The Campers still trail, however, 14-7. And now penalty markers will come down, and that's what we talked about in the first quarter being the bugaboo for Allegheny all year.
Well, you don't want to come out of the timeout with a penalty. I mean, you know, Tom Prescorn's probably pulling his hair out right now, and that's exactly what you don't want. And they've doubled up on the outside, Toby.
Well, Fort Hill's just trying to disguise it, trying to do it at the last minute so Sell doesn't get a read, but you're right. And thinking about it, you'd almost have to.
Now there's a new choice in custom cabinetry. National Pike Kitchen and Bath in Grantsville. 25+ years custom woodworking experience. Professional expert installation for homes, offices, libraries, bar areas, closets, entertainment units. And that's just to name a few. Call National Pike Kitchens and Baths or stop by the showroom. 2nd and 13. The ball back at the Allegheny 3. Sell back into his own end zone, floats it out, and it's a jump ball picked off by Wilson at the 25.
Great
Wilson
cut.
at the 15, makes another cut, and he's inside of the 10. Nathan Wilson picks off the floater.
And John, he's playing center field. And that's a great play by Nathan Wilson, but you can tell Fort Hill's in zone, Todd. He's in the middle of the field, and here he goes, and the ball's floated up, and he just goes and gets it, and he makes a great move right there and gets a good block from Hodell, and
I'm sure Austin Sell like to have that one back, Toby.
yeah, and we got a penalty on the play.
Silver Star Satellites offers a Sirius satellite radio for commercial-free music and the best sports, free with a $149 purchase. Call Silver Star Satellites for details and restrictions.
Shot to the helmet.
Shot to the head. By the way, that was Nathan Wilson's 5th interception of the year. And we say Fort Hill, they have a ball-hawking defense.
Well, he's done an outstanding job filling in, Toby. I mean, he's done a great job.
Well, he's one of those
there.
solid seniors.
Yep.
You can't replace those kind of kids.
So instead of it being down around the 10-yard line, it is 1st and 10 back at the 25. And this is Page, and Page rams his way forward for a couple of yards as he buries the helmet right into the belly of Brian Hansel.
See if we can get a look at the penalty.
Maybe right there.
Maybe the head coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, when I look at Nathan Wilson, I feel old because I coached his father, Neil, in the Pee Wee League. Now, you think about that in a while. I'll tell you what. Great family, though. Great family and great kid.
Old man.
Yes. I'd say that sums it up.
2nd and 8, the life you lead. With me up here in the booth, huh? Giffen to throw, floats it
That's
out for
intercepted,
Page,
Toby.
and it's knocked down by Llewellyn. And you're right, had he caught that ball, he might have still been
I tell
running.
you what,
He didn't go get it, did he?
Yeah, I'm saying all just because maybe I don't know. He'd been still running down this sideline.
Yeah.
Now, well, Kevin Page would have caught him, but oh my.
Nature's Art Landscape and Garden Center designs and installs patios, walkways, flagstone, and handmade iron fencing. Stop by and talk to Randy and Lori about your landscaping needs.
Fort Hill that time running a waggle fake and releasing Page in the flat.
As Toby says, mark that one down. That could turn out to be a big one.
And now Fort Hill will take timeout. 4:08 left to go. In quarter number 2, Fort Hill leads 14-7.
Progressive Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine Clinic, where healing is fun. Progressive's new, larger Cumberland location offers a heated indoor therapeutic pool, specifically designed for patient rehabilitation, which hosts an underwater treadmill and allows a quicker recovery time for many conditions. At Progressive Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine Clinic, you're always seen by a licensed professional. By combining comprehensive evaluations and the highest standards of rehabilitative care, we're able to tailor rehabilitation programs to specific patient needs in order to return patients to their previous level of activity as quickly and safely as possible. Choose Progressive Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine Clinic.
Experience a Georgetown atmosphere while enjoying fine food and good friends at Oscar's in Cumberland. Oscar's eclectic menu satisfies everyone. Schedule Oscar's meeting and banquet room with seating up to 50 people. Want to bring Oscar's to your home? Oscar's delivers in the Cumberland area. Oscar's has a football after home game special. All you can eat wings and pizza for one low price. Visit Oscar's in Cumberland.
3rd down and long. 3rd and 9, they say, from the 23-yard line of the Fort Hill Sentinels. Fort Hill leads 14-7 after the timeout.
We're betting trap, John.
Page will shift into the halfback spot, and we will find out. And it is the trap to Root, and Root is brought down at the 20-yard line by Wharton, and that'll bring up 4th down. And now let's see what Barry Latimer and the Fort Hill Sentinels will elect to do. Will they go for it, or will they bring out Ron Mallow, who has 3 field goals so far this year?
Well, I thought Toby and I talked about it. I thought they'd probably trap and maybe line up for a field goal.
And they're going for it.
Well, obviously it's out of his distance.
Play bingo at Fargo every Tuesday night. Doors open at 5 p.m. Fargo Bingo with weekly jackpots. This could be a big play of this football game. 4th and 5.
Well, this might be the quick throw to Zimbauer out here.
He is set up in the slot to the near side. Number 24. Giffens looking his way. Fires it underneath, and it's behind Page at the 20-yard line. And the Allegheny Campers hold and take over on downs.
Well, what's interesting about this, John, this wasn't even for a first down, Toby. No. This one didn't even get to the yard marker.
Prestige Carpet Cleaning has a great back-to-school special. 2 rooms and 1 hall for $75. Fast drying, spot removal, and 24-hour emergency water extraction. Call Prestige today. So the Allegheny defense bows its neck and holds.
Talk about dodging some bullets.
Cannonballs, I think.
Guarantee it.
88 millimeter shells flying in their direction.
Allegheny better get a first down here. That's what they need to do.
But right now, if Allegheny goes into the locker room down only 14-7, I think that might be a great moral victory, if nothing else, in terms of momentum for the second half. And Sell breaks a tackle. Sell cuts it to the far side. He's at the 30, the 35, and dragged down by Metz at the 37, maybe the 38-yard line.
I tell you, Sell's shown the ability all year to run the ball, and Allegheny's been made much more diverse by his ability. Here you think he's going to get caught, a sea of red jerseys or white jerseys. He cut back against the grain, and he can flat out run the football. And you can see he makes a good cut here, stays with Pluta. Yeah. And kid's a good athlete. Now, obviously, he's a good quarterback.
And how much more of a dimension can you have with a quarterback who can run the football?
It gets them out of the shadow of their end zone, John, and what it does, it gets the clock running.
1st and 10, ball at the Allegheny 37-yard line. The pitch coming to Files to the near side, and he is swallowed up by Rob Hosier. The Fort Hill Alumni supports activities, academics, athletics, and an attitude of pride. Fort Hill with a 14-7 lead.
And John, what you like about this, Coach Prescorn and the staff is attacked, and it almost hurt them, but you got to like the attitude about the game. I mean, I think they feel they're an underdog, they have nothing to lose, and they're going to Fort Hill every play. And I think in order to win a game like this and pull the upset, you need to do that.
Actually, they have, I think, everything to gain. A win over Fort Hill would guarantee you the region win.
2 home games, right, John?
I would believe.
Yes, indeed. Because they're going to get 1 home game.
That's Ryder in motion, a play fake, and they flip it out to Files, and Files gets leveled. Kevin Page, holy smoke, you talk about the Rock of Gibraltar.
But I'll tell you what, you got to like what Files does at the end now. What a great hit by Page, but watch Files. You got to like he gets up and just...
John, you talk about competitive game.
That's right.
That is a competitive game.
That's the way you play it.
Randy's Carpet